Well, hi, and welcome to my shop, and thank you so much for joining me here. I'm just going to get a start on this very nice looking Telefunken radio. Now, I just finished chastising somebody through email for trying to work on European radios here in North America. the European radios, I find, are a lot more complicated than North American radios of the same vintage, and these are much more challenging radios to work on. But this is a really nice one. It's a nice size. It's not too large. It's in relatively good condition. It's got an awful, it's got the classic paint marks on the top of the radio. All good radios have paint specks on them, by the way. Good vintage radios. It's got all its buttons, got its knobs. Glass looks good. Looks like it has a magic eye here in it. So nice radio, and it has FM. So this puts it in a special class. Any radio with an FM receiver in it is a radio that can be used today to great effect. The AM radio, not so much anymore. It's just too noisy, and shortwave, nobody but crazy people care about shortwave. So anyway, there we go. Now, I don't know anything about the operating condition of this radio other than last night when I brought it in here, I popped the back off just to make sure the tubes were in it. And they are. If they weren't, it wouldn't be here on my bench at this point. So let's pop this off again. So my goal here today is to just make the decision whether I want to invest the time and effort to try to make this radio work. And I'm inclined right at the start to say, sure. That's pretty interesting. So in some FM radios, there is a clip to grab the power cord. I think that's what this is. Right here. You slide the power cord in here. I can't do it right now. And then there's a capacitive connection between the power cord conductors and this thing, which I think you would then plug into the ground. So I think it's a poor way of getting some kind of ground effect from here. I don't really know. Telefunken Super Heterodyne Jubilate Delux 5461W. 5461W. It's a fuse, dial lamps, power input 115 or 230, 40 volt amps. Covers provided with a safety interlock to prevent dangerous electrical shock. Do not tamper. Okay, well, I won't tamper with this. This one is riveted right in here. I actually have a bit of a hard time operating this radio. But I have alternate cords I can temporarily use to power it. So let's look in the radio here. What do we see? We see a speaker up there. We see this tube is in. All the tubes are in. I can see a good number already of these extremely unreliable capacitors. There's one right here. That's a resistor. So with these radios, often what they do, I don't know if it's really the European style or not, they put the power over here and the antenna over here. Get them apart probably. This is the FM tuner inside this box. This would be the IF string. It has separate IF transformer cans for AM and FM. That's probably the IF amplifier tube. We can guess away here for a while. The output of this is probably a 10.7 signal, which is coming right into the IF string here. Probably. There's a fuse here, probably a power fuse. Can you see that there's clips here? But this isn't clipped in because it's too long of a fuse. Somebody has soldered it in here. So we have our first evidence that somebody's been here before me. There's the antenna. It's a little loose here. Tied on with string. So it looks like maybe part of the clamp arrangement here is missing or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's got little strings tying it on. here's another bit of antenna here. This one, so there's a large piece of tin foil. It starts right here. You can see it in there. It goes all the way to the front. It's a big wide piece. It comes all the way up, all the way over, and is picked up here to be used as the FM antenna. Like that, something like that. Got an external speaker output here, and these are probably a phono input and a tape input or something like that. Maybe one of these is an output for recording. Oddly enough, the tuning capacitor for the AM radio is here, and it's mounted on a funny angle. Of course, you know, the whole front of this radio is on a bit of an angle. Is it? Yeah, it looks like it's on just a bit of an angle here. So that's how they accommodated, I guess, with this on an angle. Very long speaker wire here, so we can take the chassis out and leave the speaker behind, which is what we're going to be doing. So would I start up a radio like this in this condition? Well, I really like doing that. I really like starting these guys up even if they're in bad shape. Usually I like to take it right out of the cabinet. You know, this is going to come out anyway. Well, I gotta take these knobs off. Let's try it the way it is. Let's give it a go. Okay, I gotta find a cord now. A cord. So once again today the weather is fantastic. The last almost week has been the best weather you could ever ask for outside. So it's been pretty tough coming down here and spending time in the shop. Let's see how this is going to do it. Yep, that's going to do it. And today is also another beautiful day. So I've actually been already sitting out on my deck. But I thought I'd come down here and at least get a start with this radio. Days have been just beautiful outside, and I've been working on my antennas and having some success for a change. So we're going to plug this into the dim bulb system here. Okay, sounds like a lot of these radios, the on off button doesn't work properly. This one seems to work fine. Looks like you have to depress one of these to switch it on. So it should be off. So obviously that's tuning. What is this? I'm not sure what this is. Volume. What is this? Not sure what this is. And so this is a little hard to see, especially in a camera up there. Now this radio's missing its, well, I guess it's supposed to be on an angle like that. No, front feet missing. It has this back piece to tip the radio slightly. It must have been fairly large feet on here at one time. Okay, so we're looking up right above the knob there. A little window. You see, there's a. So that's none of it, and that's all of it, whatever it is. Now this one doesn't have any such indicator. Oh. Oh, I didn't notice what was happening. Oh, it's a dual tuner. Of course, dual tuner. I saw it. There were two tuners in there. Duh. So we have a AM and shortwave tuner, or just an AM tuner, and then the FM tuner. So separate tuning knobs. Oh, this radio just got a lot better. Yes, sirree. Yeah, okay, so it's just that much nicer. Now I've got to try to get these out of here. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just ruined my screwdriver. Holy smokes. I don't know if I can do it with this big one. Let's try another one. Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold the fort. This is coming with the radio chassis. Hold the fort. Maybe you don't have to take those off. Yes. Yes, you don't need to do that, Jim. Stop. 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 We need to do these. Okay. Great demonstration of something right here. So see how these are, they have a washer and then they have a rubber mounted behind them. The rubber mount doesn't want to come out. We're going to leave it there. So this rubber looks great. This one has a crack in it. This one has cracks all around it. This one has cracks all around it. Why does this one look great? The screw wasn't down. What was that? What did I just hear? Screwdriver? I don't know what I just heard. The screw was down tight enough to compress the rubber, tensify it, so there's tension in it, and then probably oxygen in the air works on the rubber, which has been energized by squeezing it, and that energy leads to chemical reactions. Literally having the material under tension. It just deteriorates and cracks. I just thought this was like an interesting example of it. Oh, is the radio going to fall right out now? It doesn't feel loose at all. Doesn't feel loose at all. Oh, that's what fell out. Well, that's not a particularly good sign. That fell out of the top up here. Now, you know, I looked at that tube and I thought, wow, that looks loose. And I touched it and it seemed solid, but no. Now, why does a tube fall out of a radio like that? This is ECC 85, which I think is the correct tube for FM tuner. Okay, that would explain why a radio wouldn't work, though, wouldn't it? Let's pull this out of here. Let's unplug this, just to be safer. Now, how come you're not coming out? It's stuck. It's probably just stuck. I think it's held in place still. What would be holding it in place at this point? So I'm looking for any brackets that might be coming out. Sometimes up at the front they stick a bracket. I didn't see anything at all. Just stuck. Here, let me get my big one here. These rubber things, if they're stuck on the chassis, if they go down through the cabin, they would tend to lock it. that. Let's get these rubber things off here. Okay. There's going to be two at the front. How am I going to get to those? Strong places to grab onto. This is just freaking me out. See the power cord there. It's stuck on this one at the front here. There we go. Okay. See if we can get them out now. This wire all tangled up there. There we go. Okay. There's a good spot there. There it is. There it is. Complete with a little light bulb. Magic eye tube. Pretty hard to understand how this could just fall out. Somebody could take it out from with the radio inside the cabinet, and then they can't see what's going on up here, and then they fiddle with it, can't get it back in, they just leave it loose. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, now there's lots and lots of, like, this is just a terrible looking capacitor, and there's more of these guys down here. I'm pretty sure if we flip it over, look, there's going to be junk way down in there. Oh yeah, this is why these radios are monsters to work on. Yikes. A couple of them right there. All those have got to go, I'm pretty sure. It's a little tiny capacitor right there. So operating this with all these bad capacitors. So the risk is not, it's not like a general, not a general conflagration here that we're risking. What we're risking is capacitor fails and burns a coil out, and at that point things go downhill for repairing this guy. Let's just take a look underneath while he's out here. What does it look like under there? I think we can go up this way. There. Well, okay, not as many parts as I was kind of expecting. Metal plate here. What's it hiding? I don't think it's hiding too much. So I'll empty up in here. And yeah. These are the filter capacitors here. Power supply filter capacitors. Not too much under here. Look at that unusual arrangement there. By that I mean three components soldered together and just floating out here, but they've made a tripod, so it's pretty stable. Do I see anything egregious? Smoke, fire, flames? No. Bar of gold? No, no bar of gold. How come people don't hide their gold in these radios? I don't understand it. I know I would. Okay. But actually, I've hidden my gold somewhere else. Yes, my vast gold resources. Now, we are going to start this guy up and see what happens. Now, the reason I can do this safely is I have a dim bulb system. If you're new to my videos, then take a moment and type dim bulb into the internet, dim bulb radio repair or something like that, you can read about what I'm doing with these light bulbs. But by using these, I can start up a radio that has a dead short in it and not be worried about it. Okay, can we operate these switches? No, we cannot, because the radio's too low. Let's jack them up a little bit. There we are. There we go. Okay, it's off, so we'll check to make sure off is off. Plug them in. Now we're going to find out what happens to a radio that sits around for 35 years, gets plugged in. What happens to it? Volume is down. Unknown control is down. Tuning doesn't really matter. Here we go. Now you gotta watch this one light. This is the only one that's in. All the electricity that reaches this radio is going through this light bulb on the way. If the light bulb goes really bright, we're in trouble. The light bulb hasn't come on at all, which is perfect because I didn't have the set turned on. So I'm going to turn off the power here. By the way, I have a little control panel. You can hear me snapping these switches here. Down puts the power through the light bulb. Up puts the power straight to it, and this is the master switch. So we're going to switch power off, master on. When I throw this switch down, power goes through the light bulb to the radio, which will be switched on this time. We'll switch it on to AM. Volume is down. Is everybody ready? This is the big moment. I'm doing the switch here because I can switch it off real quick too. Stand back, everybody. Stand back. Stand back a little bit. Just adds to the drama. Here we go. Lights on. A slight indication here, so that's normal. Magic eye coming on beautifully. That means there's high voltage in the set. Hands away. I can see lighting up. Hot dog. Tell me this is going to work. So the actual voltage reaching the radio now is 105 volts. The rest of it is dropping in this light bulb. You can see a faint glow. So it's a bit of a low voltage, 105. Should be enough to make it work. Here we go. Wow, okay, we're 90% there. Fixing this radio. We're 90% of the way already. Why can I say that? Audio circuits are working. Some sound is coming from the radio. Is it coming from the antenna? Yes. So the radio is actually going. The set is actually working. Can we tune something in? Not with that. With the knob I took off. Let's put the knob back on. Put the knob back on. I can't believe this is going to work the way it is. Well, it's going to work, but not work well. Or it's going to work in the sense that it makes noises, but not much else. Okay. It's pretty believable. Oh yeah, that's a common sound in my shop. So the band, I just realized, is backwards the way we normally have it. So 1600 is here and 515. Going down. Let's go down there because the stations are down around here. Oh my gosh. That's the French station. Oh. Stunning to me. Let's see if the magic eyes are responding. Whoop. The noise signal is enough to make it move, but the radio signal is not. I'm blown away. Okay, let's go further. I hate to say it, but this radio was already working as good as the last one that I restored and finished. This one's starting. That's pretty sure to be 680, and it's very close to 680 on the dial. Okay. Oh! What was that? What am I bumping? I didn't really see I bumped anything. Listen to that. Oh my gosh. Where'd it go? It's kind of a come and go radio. There it is, I just didn't tune it. It's just a very, very small change in the Magic Eye. But the great thing is the Magic Eye is here and it's working. This is a real multi-thumbs up radio here. Maybe I better change my statement about picking up European radios. Well, let's go further. We'll stay with the AM side. We'll just shift up into the shortwave frequencies. Shortwave 1, shortwave 2. And we'd want to be up at this time of day, up around 11, somewhere here on shortwave 1. Oh, there's no antenna. Oh, wait a minute. I have antennas. Didn't I say I've been working on my antennas? Here we are. Now what can I do with this? So there's a bunch of inputs on the back. The one I'm looking for, antenna. So it shows dipole here, so that's FM. Antenna here. So top outside corner, where I would want this to go. Top outside corner is right here. Over there. That. So that brought something. I have to go make sure that this antenna line is switched on. So I'll be right back. 16.2 seconds. What do we get? What do we get? Well, it's receiving stuff. Where are we on the band? We are 8 megahertz. Let's go up around 9 here.
Unrest, financial every points to an impending crisis, a crisis like no other. Tune in to World's Last Chance Radio to learn how you can spiritually prepare for what lies ahead.
World Last Chance Radio.
Preparing a people for the Saviour's imminent return.
Wow.
To another Truthful from WLC Radio.
WLC.
Thanks for tuning in. Now, today's program is going to be a little bit different from.
That's a British accent, but W is usually American station.
You know that
That's just blasting in here too. Nice response there. Holy smokes! I can't believe this radio. Same guy. The truth is on shortwave. Didn't I say something about Voice of America and the truth? Okay, that's enough testing of the shortwave. So that's fantastic. So the AM side of this radio is really good. Let's try FM. This is the big moment, and we need some kind of FM antenna here. So I can just use this, and the dipoles on the other side. I don't know really how effective that'll be, but it's better than nothing. Volume down, FM on. Come on, baby. Okay, that sounds good. So FM station, there's a strong station right near where it's tuned. Oh, it's tuned up here. Looking at the wrong pointer. Come on, baby. Pick up something. Somebody, anything. So maybe I didn't get the antenna right. Yes, I did not. Did you hear that? This thing is just hopping. Let me give it its own lousy antenna here. That's a piece of tin foil inside the cabinet we're going to listen to now. Full volume. See if we can find a stronger station here. Oh. So this is the CBC I listen to all the time. The one thing about this receiver is it's a mono receiver, so getting it to work properly is actually easier than a stereo receiver.
To Trump's circle, and right now, Donald Trump's popularity is sinking. Lindsay Duncombe, CBC News, Washington. That's the CBC News. I'm Jill Denson.
So the sound of this is...
Forecast now for Barrie, mainly sunny and a high of 29, a very by UV index. Tonight, a few clouds around 12, and Friday, sunny in the morning, then a mix of sun and cloud. Chance of showers in the afternoon with the risk of a thunderstorm, and a high of 20.
Oh, sounds like the rain is coming tomorrow.
Sunny and a high of 29 today.
Yes. Okay, so I live right near an area called the Kawarthas, and I live near an area called Muskoka, which is a very popular summertime tourist areas. Well, okay, let me switch it off. That was fantastic. So I'm 60 miles further down the road than I expected at this point. Everything is essentially working. Sound was bad. That could be for a number of reasons. It could be not just for a number of single reasons. It could be a number of reasons on top of each other. Certainly these crappy capacitors are all very questionable in here, but wow, I'm pretty excited now. The fact is all the tubes appear to be good. I was going to say are good, but we can't be sure because the distortion could come from a weak tube. The fact that the Magic Eye is fairly bright kind of suggests the mileage on this radio isn't as high as it might have been. The eyes tend to go dull over a long period of operating. So there we go. Well, that's fantastic. I'm going to dig up the schematic for it if I can, and away we go. It's a 5461W Jubilate Delux Telefunken radio. Fantastic. I'm happy. Okay, being happy, I should go outside now and carry that happiness through my day. I hope you can too. Yeah, you can get some happiness out of this. Carry it through your day. See you on the next video.